Hello guys, thank you for tuning in again. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now, thank you very much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it that you have time to come again to even watch another video. Thank you so much. Now, in today's video, I am going to do a, a detailed video about how I created this website. Now, I've already done an overview of this website in my previous video, so if you haven't seen it, you can check it out. Okay, so I'm not going to waste much time on how I created this one. Now, as you can see, if you check the previous video, you see a demo of the whole website, how I created it and how I went about it, all those things. You see it over there. So in this one, I'm going to walk you through a very detailed tutorial of how I created everything over here, as you can see over here. So without much ado, let's jump into the video right now. Now, with this video, I will recommend that you have installed WordPress and then even bought your own domain. If you haven't done it, there is a link down there. You can use it to just click on those links to buy a hosting or to buy a domain, whatever you want. You can use it to buy it and get your domain, install WordPress on it. If you don't know how to install and even buy a domain, I have videos that I've done on how to get cheap domains and cheap hostings that you can be able to watch and then learn how to also go about how to buy a domain, how to buy a hosting, and then also how to install WordPress. Now, if you don't have money to also buy a domain and all those things, I also have a video on how you can be able to install WordPress on your computer to be able to use it to practice most of the videos that I do over here. So you can also go ahead and watch it. Now, the link is in the description, so you can check all those links out. Okay, so let's jump into the video. So we have WordPress installed. Now we're going to do this website, okay, this website with this this website with this how do you call it, full screen menu over here. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. You can navigate. It's a store, it's a music store. Okay, this is just a music store. Now, when I talk about a music store, what I mean is that people can buy and people can come to your website and buy songs over there. So for instance, if I want music to buy, okay, maybe I want an Afrobeat music, so I'll just go into the Afrobeat. Yes, so I'll just go into the Afrobeat right now over here. Now I can search for the song that I want. Okay, so maybe I want Burna Boy on the low. Okay, I can just click over here, check the song out, okay, and then just click on download. So automatically this pop-up will open for us, and then all what we need to do is to continue to click on the download. It will send us to a checkout page over here, and then we will be able to fill in our details, fill in all the details that we want to fill in, okay, and then we will be able to place the order. Now, at the moment we place the order, we're going to get this thank you page over here. Okay, now we are not getting the download link yet because I use cash on delivery. Okay, I haven't installed a payment system on it, so I use cash on delivery. And then if the let's go to the back end of the website. If the okay, so let's check it out. Yeah, so you see it over here. Okay, so it's on hold. So if the admin approve it, let's say the admin will come over here and then move from on hold to completed, and then click on update. So at the moment the admin approve it, the customer or the person buying the song is supposed to also get a message. Okay, but then if I refresh this one over here right now, I'll get a download link. So as you can see over here, that is the download link over there. Okay, so this is the link that I will use to download the file. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on what, download over here, and then the file will be downloaded for me right here. Okay, so this is just just a quick demo of how the website really works. Now let's go into it. Now, like I said, you need to install WordPress. Okay, if you don't know how to install WordPress, go to your cPanel and then install it. I have a video I've done. There's a link down there, you can check it out. Now, so I'm moving to straight away to a new WordPress installation over here. So this one is a new WordPress installation that I did. Okay, so I'm going to clean the dashboard, make it clean. So I'm going to dismiss this one, and then I'll click on screen options, and then I'll just untick this ones to make the dashboard clean. Okay, so a clean dashboard is very good. So now what we're going to do is go straight to settings, and then go to reading, and then set all the things that we are supposed to set. Okay, now we haven't created in the page yet, so I'm going to go to permalinks. Okay, and then I'll change from day and name to post settings, because I want my links to be very nice. I don't want any dates to be in the links. Okay, and then all I need to do is to click on save. Yeah, so that is it. Now first, what we need to do is, the first thing we need to do is to install a theme. Okay, to install a theme. Now as you see this this website over here, as you see this website over here, a theme is running, making it like run, even though everything was designed from scratch. But you need something, the structure of the website, to make it what to be able to do your designs that you have to do. So we are going to use everything free. Everything I use over here, I didn't buy anything. So we're going to use all those things to what there are a lot of plugins that we will install to make everything function well, but we need it to make our website look good and look professional. So we will install all those things, and then plugins, and then we go. So first, what we need to do is to install the theme first. Okay, so we go to appearance and click on themes. Now we have these two themes already installed on it, but we don't want any of them. Okay, we're going to go add new, and then in the search menu over here, we are going to look for Ocean WP. Just type in Ocean WP. Okay, and you're supposed to get this this theme over here. Okay, this one, Ocean WP. That is what we want. Okay, so then we click on install, and then after it is installed, we just click on activate. Okay, very good. So we have our theme installed. Okay, now what we have to do is to we don't want these two themes to be here. I don't want it. It makes the website heavy and with extra themes that not needed. So I'm just going to click over here, theme details, and then I'll click on delete. Yes, I want to delete. The same thing applies to the 2022 theme, and then I click on delete. Yes, I want to delete, so that it will be left with only this theme. Okay, now at the moment you install this theme, it will tell you to what it will recommend some plugins for you to install. Yes, we want to install, because Ocean Extra add also another functionality to the theme itself to make it function well. So we'll click on begin installation, or begin installing plugin, and then we click over here to install. Okay, so after the installation is done, we return to the dashboard. So we have install it, but we have not activated it. So what we got to do is to check and see if it is activated or not. Okay, so let's go to installed plugins. Oh yes, it is activated already. Okay, very good. So still our dashboard is a little bit dirty, so let's clean it up, because of at the moment you install new things, it gives you different things altogether. Okay, so Ocean WP wants you to run a setup wizard. Okay, so what we have to do is we want to run this wizard, but not now. we want to go ahead to install some plugins before we run the wizard. Okay, so to install the plugins that we need to install, now I want us to look at something. Let's go to the other website, the one that we are going to create, okay, the back end of it, and then let's see the plugins that we need to install first. Okay, so I'll just go to the plugin site. Now we are going to install all these plugins to make the website really function well and work well. Okay, so we're going to install all these plugins to make the website really function well. Now the first plugin that we are going to install is Elementor, and then we also install Element Kits, and then we also install WooCommerce and everything related to WooCommerce. Okay, so now let's go to our plugin site at the website that we are creating. Now let's over to onto plugins, and then let's click on add new. Okay, so we're going to add new plugin. So we are going to search for Elementor. Now guys, Elementor is one of the best page builders for web designing. Okay, so if you want to design your website for it to be very professional, you need Elementor. It is right now ranking one of the best page builders. As you can see over here, you have 5 million active installation. Okay, 5 million active installation, and then over 6,000 reviews, almost like 5 star review. But then even though it is not 5 star, it is almost like 5 star. So we are going to install this one to build our pages that we are going to build. Okay, and then after installing it, we also install this one, which is Element Kits. Okay, we're going to use this one also to add more functionality to Elementor. Because we are using the Elementor free version, we need some other plugins to support it. So we add this, we install this one also, and then we also search for WooCommerce. Okay, because we are going to create an e-commerce website. That is what we're going to create. We're going to create an e-commerce website. So we need something that will help us to create that e-commerce website, and that is what we call the WooCommerce. Okay, so WooCommerce is also a plugin that really helps you to create all e-commerce website that you want to create on WordPress. Okay, so this is WooCommerce. Now we install this one. Okay, very good. So I will also install this one, which gives PDF invoices and then packaging slip. Even though we will not use the packaging slip, but the PDF invoices is very professional. You send to your customers whenever they buy your songs over there. So it is also one of those things so that I want to install. So I'll also install this one. Okay, now I also you see as you see the website over here. Now this doesn't really function as a normal a normal e-commerce website, because most of the things I created it from scratch. For instance, the shop page, as you can see, the shop page over here is really created from scratch. Okay, it's created from scratch. It is not just like the normal shop page that you see in different e-commerce websites. Okay, so this one, because I am creating a music website, I did it in such a way that it suits everything that I want to do. So we are going to install something that will also help us to create this kind of like shop page. Now we're going to use Elementor to create it, but we need something that will help us to be able to add more functionality to Elementor to be able to create the kind of shop page that we want. So let's go to the add plugin, and then this time around we are going to search for what we call Elementor. Now Elementor is also a plugin that helps you create a single product page, a shop page, an archive page, and all those things. Okay, so since we are using Elementor free version, we will be using the Elementor to help us to add those kind of functionalities that we need. So we click on install over here. Okay, now let's go ahead and see most of the plugins that we need. Now we also need cut flow. Okay, we need audio igniter. Okay, now audio igniter helps you to create playlists on your website. Okay, so we need this one. Now cut flow gives us the nice checkout page that we used, and the thank you page. Okay, and then we also use code snippets to also be able to change some certain aspect of the WooCommerce that we don't want. So instead of add to cart, we want it to say what download. Okay, and we're going to use this code snippets to be able to do it for us, to add the codes for us. And then we also use digital goods for WooCommerce checkout. Now if you look at the checkout page, okay, if you look at the checkout page, you realize that instead of we having a whole lot of things, now let me give you a quick view of how the checkout really looks like. So let's click on download. And then let's go to the checkout straight away. Now guys, if you see over here, the checkout only have what? The billing, this billing details, that is the name, your name, first name, last name, country, telephone number, and email address. It does not have any shipping and all those things, because I removed all those things from it, because we are creating a music store which we are not going to ship. It is a digital thing. We are not going to ship. Just somebody needs to download it. So we remove all those things from from there, so that it will be able to we'll be able to have a sleek, nice checkout page, which people will not be filling unnecessary details that it is not needed for us. Okay, so that is all what we need. So we need the digital goods for WooCommerce checkout to remove certain things from the checkout page. Okay, and then we are also going to use this one, Fibo search, to allow people to also search things on our website. And then this one is not needed, this one too is not needed. And then login sign up pop-up, we need this one too. Okay, the login sign up pop-up. Now let's go back and see. Yeah, so as you can see, if you look at over here, all these things are because of the login sign up pop-up that I installed. Okay, it helps me to get all these things over here. So if I want to log out, I just click on log out. But if you are not logged out, if you are maybe not logged in and then you want to log in, there will be a login menu item over here, whereby you click on it and then a pop-up will show, and then you'll be able to sign in with it. Okay, we'll design all those things when we are going on. So we need this one also, login pop-up, login sign up pop-up. Okay, and then we also need music player for WooCommerce. Now if you go to let's go to the home page to see. Let me go back to the product page here. If you go over here, you realize that there is this thing over here. Okay, now if you play, it plays the music for you. If you play, it plays the music. So if you want to check out the music before you download, we need this plugin also. Okay, this plugin to be able to help us check out the music before we be able to download the music. Okay, so people can play it and then before they download it. And then we also need this this one's I wouldn't install it because I didn't really use it, so I would not install it. But we need sticker header for Ocean WP. Now if you see over here, we have a sticker header over here, right? As we scroll, the header is sticky right here. So we need the sticky header, okay, to be able to help us to get that functionality on the website. We need that one too. And then we also need unlimited elements. Okay, we're going to do that. That gives us if you look at when you go to the home page of the website, let me click the main homepage of the website, we have this one over here. Okay, this sticky full screen, hamburger icon over there. Okay, it is the element that we use. Okay, and we will use most of those elements, unlimited elements, for Elementor widgets to be able to create certain things. And then we also need the user menus. Okay, we also use the user menu so that when somebody is logged in, the person will be able to see certain things. So we use that one. And then WooCommerce, as usual, WooCommerce PDF, WooCommerce product carousel. Okay, we need the product carousel for let's go to the other home page. Now this one was created by the product carousel. Okay, this one over here, we use it to we can also use it to create, this is a grid, but we can also use it to create a carousel whereby it will be moving here and there on the home page. Okay, that one too, we need it. And then what again, we'll enter, and then the WPC flycat for WooCommerce, that is this one here, we need that one also to make our website very nice. Okay, and then WP forms, we use it to create our contact us form and other forms that we want to create on the website. So these are the plugins that we will need on the website. So we are going to install all these plugins, and then I'll list the plugins also in the description for you so that you check it out. Alright guys, so the plugins are installed, it is done, everything is correct. Now let's go and then activate all the plugins once. So let's go to install plugins, and then we go to inactive plugins. Okay, so now let's click on this one. Let's select this one, or it will select all of them together, and then we choose the bulk action, we choose activate. Okay, so that we activate all of them together. So let's click on activate, apply. Okay, so as you can see, all the plugins are activated, installed and activated. Now what we have to do next is to run the setup widget for the theme. So let's run the setup widget. So let's just go through the setup widget. So let's run it. So yeah, so we are just going to go through fast. Okay, so just click get started, and then yes, we want to, they said we should select a demo theme, but we are not going to select any demo theme, because we are going to design everything from scratch. Okay, so we are not going to do that. So what we want to do is to skip this step, and then what we are going to do is we are going to upload our logo, the retinal logo, the style, the site title, the tagline and everything. Okay, we're going to do that, and set the colors that we have to set for the website. So first let's upload our logo. Okay, so for our logo, guys, I have done all the pictures, everything in the in a blog format. Okay, so I've written a blog about this one. When you go to kitechdigital.com/blog, you see all the blog posts over there, and then you find out with this content how to make a music store. Okay, you check it over there, and then you'll be able to get all the pictures that I use for this website. Okay, so I'm going to upload all the pictures over here. So if I look over here, you see this folder, music store. Now all the pictures that I use for the website is in this one. Okay, so these are the song covers. Okay, so it is over here, and then these are the music that I use. I use 3 music, okay, because of copyright, so I downloaded it from YouTube copyright no copyright music, platform over there. And then also the all the images that I use. Okay, now these images are purposely for demonstration purposes. Okay, you cannot use it to do anything. It is just for learning purposes. That is why I used it. Now, as you can see, if the folder, if you download the folder, you get all these things in it. You get this one, images, this music, and then this one, the song covers. Okay, these three things will be, these three zip items will be in the folder that you download. Okay, now the file that you download. Now when you open the images, you're gonna see these images over in it. And then when you open the music, also when you unzip the music, you're gonna see these three music. And then when you unzip the covers, you're also going to see these images in it. So I'm going to select all of them, because I want to upload all of them onto the website. So because I want to use all the images, I'm going to upload all of them, drag them to the website. The same thing applies to the song covers. Okay, I will also drag them over there. So I'm uploading the music. Alright guys, so all the the cover, the images are installed right now, are uploaded on the website. So what I need to do is to choose, we are choosing the logo. So I choose this logo. This is the logo that I used. Yeah, I select this logo, and then the same thing for the retina. Okay, and then for the site title, it is what, the music store. Okay, so I'm going to claim this one. All right, the music store. Yeah, this one over here. And then for the tagline, I'm going to write best music store in Africa. Yeah. And then for the site icon, I'm going to use this one as a site icon. Okay, so I'll choose this one. Okay, now this is the time for us to choose our primary colors and all those things. Now I have a quick note for the colors over here. So for the primary colors, this one is the red that I used. So I'm gonna put all the colors over here. I'm gonna use this one. And then for the hover, it is also this one. Okay, and then for the main border, I think it is white. Yeah, it is white. And then for the links, also it is white. It is white. And then the link hover is also this color. This is this color. Okay, now guys, even if you don't come over here, you can do this one in the customization section of the WordPress website. So what after doing everything, what we have to do is to click on continue. Okay, so we are ready to go, and then they said we should insert our email address and then subscribe to whatever it is, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to click on view website. So it will take us back to the dashboard. Now you see, as you can see, our dashboard is still what messy over here. I'm going to delete some of these things and then click over here to delete all these ones. Okay, but I'm going to leave the WooCommerce setup wizard too. Okay, and then I will just dismiss some of this one. Okay, one step away, blah blah blah, activate now. So all these ones I'm just going to go through so that I'll just skip it, and then we'll take that notification out of there. So with this one we'll come back later on, because this one we just need to, okay, as we are here, let's set it up first and then we go. So we are just going to use this shortcode in our website. So I'm going to go over here. This is how the preview will be like. So instead of search for product, I'm going to write search for music or songs. Okay, search for songs. Okay, so and then we just need the search bar only. Yeah, and then we'll just click on save changes, and then let's go to the dashboard again. Let's get rid of these things. Okay, let's get rid of these things. No thanks. Okay, so we're gonna skip. Okay, Catflow also want us to do the setup widget, but then we'll do it all those things later on. And then with this one complete, we also want to just run through so that it will give us a complete nice dashboard. I just don't like a messy dashboard. Yeah, pisses me off. So over here we'll come back later because we're going to use some of the the widgets over here to add to our Elementor functionality. And then this one also, I'm just going to skip it. Okay, user menu, so that one also is gone. Yeah, so this one also I'm going to take it out. Yeah, so guys, as we are here over here, so almost everything is getting into shape. Now let's take a look at how our website looks like. We haven't done anything on the website. We haven't created pages. We haven't done anything. So let's just check a look. So this is how our website looks like. As you can see, because this one is white, okay, you cannot see it properly. And then we did not set the size and everything. We haven't done any menus and all those things. So we are going to we are going to go and then set the menu, and then also we want to set a home page and start designing the home page. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, first we want to change the background to black. Okay, so let's click on over here, customize. Over here, click on customize. Or if you want to get to the customizer, so you can come to your dashboard, scroll down to appearance. Under appearance, you see customize over here. Okay, you can use that one to also go to the customization section. Now we want to design the website to make it appear just like this. Okay, just like this one over here. Okay guys, so we are at the customization section over here. Now what we have to do is just scroll down and then look for general options over here. Okay, so search for general options. Now we're going to go to general styling. Okay, we're going for general styling. Now you see, as we chose the colors during the setup wizard side, we are not going to choose all these colors again because we already have it. Now what we have to do is to change the background color, okay, from white to black. And we want a black color like this because we want our website to be in the black background, okay, on a black background. So we want everything to be black. So as you can see, everything has gone to dark color. Okay, now let's move on to check our header also and then fix the logo. Okay, so we go back to header over here. Now from header we go to let's check the general. Okay, so the header background, okay, we want also to be to be black like this. So you see our color is back. Okay, we want it to be black. And then the logo, okay, so this one is the header height. Okay, I want it to be 90. Yeah, so I think this one is okay. 90 is okay. And then I think over here everything is good. Okay, so now let's go back and fix our logo. Okay, now if you want to also fix something and then know where exactly you have to go, you can click over here and it will take you to the exact place. If you want to fix something everywhere you want to fix, you just click on the the pen tool over here or the pen icon over here. That is the edit icon. It will take you to that place. Now let's look at our logo over here. So we have the maximum width and height. Okay, so let's increase it or decrease it a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I think this one is quite okay. Okay, this one is quite okay. Now, before we will adjust the header and make it just like this one over here, okay, what we have to do is we will be able we will have to we have to set menus first, and then know where the menus will be before we can what adjust the um the make it in the middle, make the logo to be in the middle, and then we have another menu over here, okay, just like the way we have it over here. Okay, yeah, we want it to be just like that. Now so let's publish it, okay, just as it is, and then let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to leave it over here, and I'm going to come back to our dashboard over here. Now with it, what we have to do is to create pages. Okay, so we're going to create these pages. We're going to create the home page, about page, services page, contact page. Okay, we're also going to create the music store page. This one are categories, so we're not going to do anything about it. We'll create categories rather. We create the the artist category page. That one too is an archive page, so we create it from a different end, and then also create a playlist page. Okay, so this is what we are going to create now. So first we're going to create the home, about, services, and then contact. Now for the home, about, services, and then contact, now we have two home pages. One is a landing page, and then the other one is what is the second home page. So with the second home page, we are not going to create it now. We'll create it in the next session, but we first going to create this page, that is the main home page, that is the landing page, that does not have any header. Okay, as you can see, it doesn't have any header. Okay, so we're going to create this page first, okay, with a sticky hamburger menu, full screen menu over here. So we're going to create this one first before we move on to create the second home page. So this one is the landing page. This is the raw home page that we are going to create. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we go back to our dashboard, and then go hover on pages, click on add new. Now guys, these are very, very important steps, so you don't have to miss everything. Okay, follow it keenly. Okay, just follow it. Okay, so we close it. Now I really want to exit the full screen mode. Okay, yeah, I want it like this. Now guys, as you cannot see anything because the background is what is kind of like black, because we made it a black background. Okay, but we are not going to design it from here. We're going to use Elementor to design it. So all what we need is what, just type in the home. Now the mistake we did was we did not set the colors for it. Okay, for the the typing colors and all those things. So let's go back to the customizer, and then let's go to the general options itself, and then let me look at the styling. Okay, the styling does not have, so let's go to the page title. Okay, we want the color, the page title, the background also is supposed to be black. Yeah, very good, but we want the text color to be white. We want the text color to be white. Okay, so the same applies to all this one. Everything that is text color, you want to show it to be what, white, because we are dealing on a black background, so the text should be either grayish white or white. Okay, completely white. Okay, so you should be able to set all those things, and the link color should also be either white or our primary color. Okay, or our primary color, this one. But remember, we set the link color to be what, to be white, so we're going to use white. and then the link hover will be the primary color, this one over here. Okay, so that when you hover on any link, it's supposed to give you, you know, this kind of like color. Okay, yeah. Now let's look at the text also. So with the text, we can choose it to be either pure white or the grayish. Now we're going to leave it for now because most of the things we're going to use Elementor to design. So let's just save it, and then let's look through anything that we want to the theme buttons too. We want to change the background to be our color. Okay, we want the background, and then a background hover also, we want it to be the same color but a little bit darker. Yeah, just like that. So that one is also okay, so that when you hover on it like this, you see it over here. Yeah, just like that. And then the text, this one is also the text color. Okay, the text on the button. Okay, now we publish it. Anything that you do, anything that you change, you have to publish it. Okay, and then the theme icons too, you can also change it to make it either white or a color which can be seen. Okay, so you see, as I change it, you see it as it is working. Okay, and then a single post icons also, you can also change it to be white. Yeah, so anything that is black, you change it to white. That is basically the main idea, because we are dealing on black, so we have to change things to white. Okay, now I want to go to typography also, and then the general typography. Okay, now let's go to the body. So the font color, the body font color, we want it to be this kind of like white. Okay, so we want it to be EA. Okay, that is what the body color, EA. So I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it over here. Okay, that is what I'll make it body color. Okay, so, and the typography, I'm going to use two typography. I'm going to use Poppins for the body color. Okay, and then the weight, I'm going to make it 400. Okay, and the font style, it is supposed to be the default one. No, and everything is okay. I'm going to save it. Okay, so now let's go back to all headings. Okay, so you have to set all these things. You see, the font color for the heading is is black, somehow black. Okay, but we don't want it like this. We want it to be white. Okay, pure white. So we set the all headings to, and then the all headings to, we want the typography to be Montserrat. Okay, I'm going to use this one for the heading, and then the font, I'm going to use 600. Let me make it like 700, because it is a heading. Okay, and everything is okay. Then I'm going to leave it like that and come. So you can choose color for heading 1, heading 2, and all those things. Okay, yeah, and then even with your main menu and all those things, you can set all of them. So the main menu, the font, how do you want it? Maybe you want it to be Montserrat. Okay, and then the weight should be maybe 600 or so. Okay, and then you can set the font size to for it. Okay, so So I think I'm going to leave it like that. Later on we'll talk about all those things, but let's go ahead to what, to start designing our website. Okay, so let me try and refresh this one and see if what I did really happened. If it didn't happen, no, don't worry, we'll solve it later on. If it did not really happen, don't worry, we'll solve it later on. Yeah, so as you can see, everything is what now showing. Okay, so we can be able to see what we are writing, because we have done all the necessary changes over there. Okay, so basically that is it. So we type in our home. So this is our main home. Okay, so I'm going to give it front page. I'm going to say front page. Okay, because this is the main front page. Okay, and then I'm going to I'll come over here. Okay, and then look at the title over here. I'll disable the title. I don't want the title to show. Okay, and then also yeah, so I'll also come to template over here, and then I'll choose Elementor canvas. Okay, I don't want the full width, I want the canvas. Okay, I want this one here, Elementor canvas. Okay, and then I'll publish it. Okay guys, so after publishing it, if we go back to our website, let's come over here. If you come to our website over here, okay, you see that everything has changed. Even though we have not set the menu is not really showing over here, because we haven't set menu for it to be shown over here. Okay, so we will look at that one also, but let's publish a more pages first. So before we start creating it, so this is the front page. Now let's create the home page, the other home page, that is the other one, this home page. Okay, this particular page over here, this one. So we're going to create that one too. We also call it home. Okay, so I'm going to call this one also home. I'll do it the same thing I did the other one. I'll just disable the title. I'll come over here, and this one I'm not going to choose how do you call it, canvas. I'm going to choose full width. Okay, because I want to show the title, the header, and then the footer. Okay, so I also click on what, publish. Okay, then what again do we need? Okay, so we need the about, services, and contact. Okay, so I'm going to create all of them. I'll come to opening different so that it will be very fast. Okay guys, so we're going to create the so we created the home page, we created the two home pages. So we're going to create the about page, about us. Okay, the same one. Also, I'm going to disable the title, because we're going to use Elementor to create all of them. Elementor full width, and then publish. Okay, and then I also have the service. What do we have? Is it the services or the store? Which one? Where is it? Yeah, services, and then contact. Okay, so this one is what? Services, and then also go to Elementor full width, and then click on publish. Okay, so we've created this one, we've created this one also. So now what is left with is contact. Okay, so I'm going to create the contact also. Okay, so I'm going to write contact in it, and then I'll go ahead to do the same thing as I did for the other ones, and then I'll click on publish. Now guys, we have created our our pages. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. Yeah, so we've created our pages. I'm going to exit this one. We've created our pages. We have, if you go to all pages, you see all the pages that we have created. We have created about us, the contact, home page, front page, home. Let's go to services, and then yeah, that is it. These are the pages that we created. Now because we installed WooCommerce, okay, it created its own pages for us. That is the cart page, checkout page, my account page, and then these two pages they brought it, but then it is in draft format, and then the shop page. Okay, so because of we installed this plugin, the WooCommerce plugin, it came with its own pages. So all these pages are very important for us, but then they are not nice. They are not really suitable for what we are going to do. So we will create different pages and link them together. Okay, that is what we are going to do. So we have created the pages. Now what we have to do is what um to to edit the pages or customize the pages and make the pages what nice. Okay, just like what we have over here. Okay, so what we are going to do first is to design these pages. Okay, we're going to do it session by session. Okay, so this is the front page, so we go to front page over here. Okay, now first let's set the front page as a front page itself. Okay, so let's go to appearance. No, not appearance, let's go to settings. Okay, and then under settings we look for reading. Okay, reading, and then we set the home page as a static page. Okay, so it's not going to give us this. You see, when we go to the home page of our website, we have a different thing altogether. This one over here. No, we don't want this one. We want a static page, just like we want a front page just like this one. Okay, so we want to set that front page itself, and that is this front page that we created. Okay, so that anytime somebody click on the front page, you see, let me go to all pages in a different tab and then show you what I'm talking about. Now if you come over here and then we hover on front page and we click on view, you realize that even though this is our front page, okay, there's nothing over here because we've not set it up. Okay, we've not set it up. Now see the URL over here. You realize that it is what? Front page. We don't want that front page to be there. Okay, we just want our website name. Okay, so if you go over here, realize that it is just our website name over here. There's nothing like front page attached to it. Okay, yeah, so that is what we want to do. So that is why we have to change this one from your latest post to static page. Okay, so we change it to the front page. You can choose any page you want it to be your front page, but we want this one to be our front page. And then after that we click on save changes. Okay guys, so if you come over here, where is it? Yeah, this one, and then refresh it. Now you realize that the front page will go away. Let me check why it's still not gone. Yeah, the front page is a static page. Now let me purge. Sometimes it happens, you might do some changes, but you see, because of the catch, the changes did not really take effect. Okay, because it is using the previous catch to serve me over here. So that is it. So I have to purge the catch to make it happen. And this plugin is a very good plugin because if people come to your website and the same content are over there, they don't have to be worrying the server. It just give them what they've been seeing all the time. Okay, that is it. Now as you can see, the front page is what is gone. Okay, and that is good. So now we have to design this page. Okay, this page to make it like this. That is what we are going to do over here, and we are going to do it very simple. We're going to go back to the home page over here. So you go to pages and then we go to pages, and then we look for the front page. Yeah, that is what we need. We click on front page, and then we click on edit with Elementor. Okay, so we're gonna edit it with what? With Elementor. Okay. Alright guys, so we're gonna edit the front page with Elementor. So we click on edit with Elementor. Okay guys, so for those of you who don't know what Elementor is, now Elementor is a plugin which helps you build pages. Okay, so it helps you design your website the way you want it. Now it is full of elements or widgets over here. Okay, all these ones are what elements and widgets that you can just drag and drop over here to build your page. So if you want to build, let's say, a page, what you have to do is what to select a structure or a section over here. So you click on the section, and then you can select a one column section or two column section or whatever, however you want to build it. So for instance, I can just select this one column section over here, and then maybe I want to insert a picture, background picture. Okay, so I just click over here to edit the section, and then I go to style. Okay, and then what I have to do is I just need to just click on this classic over here, and then choose a photo, any photo or image that I want to use. Okay, so for instance, maybe I want to use this one as a background image. I just drag it, click on it, and then it's supposed to upload over here, and then will come over here. Now you cannot see it because the column or the structure over here is what the section over here is what is very small. It needs to be what to open. You can open it by either giving it a margin or margin, top and down margin to open it, or you can just go to layout over here. Okay, and then what you have to do is what to choose the height. Okay, so I want it to be a minimum height. Okay, and then for the minimum height, all what I can do is what just to drag this one to increase the height or not to increase the height. Okay, so just let's say I want it to be maybe just 400. Okay, so I want a minimum height of 400 pixels. Okay, and then as you can see over here, it is what repeating. Now I don't want it to repeat, so I go to the style tab over here, and then what I need to do is what I just need to change the the repeat to what no repeat, right? And as you can see, there's no repeat. And then the position, I want it to be center. Okay, so I just choose center, and then the size, I want it to be cover. Okay, so that I will cover everything. So basically I'll get something like this. So when I'll get something like this. Okay, so that is it. Now maybe I want to write on top of the image. Okay, so I click on the hamburger icon over here, the grip icon over here, and what I need to do is what I just need to maybe choose a heading or any widget that I want. I just click and drag it to this place, and then I can decide to write whatever I want to write. So maybe best music website. Okay, so I've written best music, but you see guys, this one is very not nice. It's really not nice. So what I need to do is just to let me change, just to style it to make it very nice. So for the first, I want it to be in the middle, right? So I choose middle over here, and then I go to the style tab over here. I click on it, and then the color, I change the color to be white, because I want it to be white. Okay, and then the typography, I can decide to choose any font family that I want. Okay, so I click over here to choose the font family that I want. Okay, so I just maybe search for Montserrat, and then I am using only two fonts for this website. That is why I'm choosing the font that I was using for the first time. Okay, and then the size, I can decide to increase the size anyhow I want it. Okay, so basically that is it. I can decide to change the weight to make it a little bit big. I can decide to change it to uppercase or whatever it is. Okay, but I just want it to be the default. I can also decide to make it italics or anyhow I want it. Okay, so I just want it to be default. So that is with the if you want to add text or whatever it is. Now, what if I want to add maybe a button or whatever, something that somebody can click on it. So this is what button over here. I just click and then drag it over here. Okay, and then I can style the button the way I want it. So I position it in the middle, and then what I need to do is what, just style it. So I choose our primary color, the color that we were using. Okay, so let me say we will fix all the colors in it so that we can be able to use it properly. Okay, so let's say this color is what we are going to use, and then the button type. Okay, which type do you want? So you can choose any type of border type that you want, and then maybe give it a border or whatever it is. Okay, but I don't want any border. Now, if you feel like the button is too small, okay, you can also decide to change the size of the button, make it medium, large, or maybe extra large, anyhow you want it. Okay, that is it. So I just want it to be this small, and then you can change the text on it. Okay, you can change the text on it, and then maybe write anything that you want to write. So maybe view more. Okay, and then you can add a link over here so that when somebody click on this one, it will send the person to the place that you want the person to view more. Okay, it will send the person to the page that you want the person to view more over there. You can even decide to add an icon over here. So you just maybe click over here to open the icon library for you, and then you can choose anything that is. So maybe you want an arrow, right? So you want an arrow. So let's say I want this arrow. So you can see an arrow is over there. Now I want it to be after the so it's over here. So you can give it a spacing, okay, a space. You can give it an arrow space and all those things. So these are something that you can be able to use this style. Now if you want, maybe you want to make this button differently, want to style it differently, you want to give border radius and all those things. Okay, you can give it. So let's say I want to give border radius of, let's say 50. Okay, so as you can see, all these connects is shaped in a semicircle format, making the button look unique and nice. Okay, something like this. Yes, so that somebody can be able to click on it and then send the person. So guys, this is how you can be able to design the whole web. So we are going to use this Elementor page builder to design our home page. Okay guys, so we're going to use this Elementor page builder to design our website, design every single page of the website. So that is what we are going to do over here. So now this was just a quick overview of the Elementor page builder that I did for you. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to cut it and delete it. I don't want it. And then we start from scratch. Okay, so first what we have to do is to insert our colors and then maybe do our typography. So I'll click on this script icon over here, the hamburger icon over here, and then go to the site settings over here. Now I want to choose the global colors. Okay, so I want to replace these colors over here. Okay, so I'm going to bring my colors. So I'll click on this one. I'm coming. Let me move away from the full screen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this red color, and then let me move away from the full screen. Yeah, so that I can be able to use the colors the way I want. And then that red color will be my primary color over here. So I'm going to put this one over here, and then my secondary color, I'm going to use white. That's my secondary color. My text color too, I'm going to use white. Okay, and then the accent color too, I'm going to use I'm going to use the primary hover. The primary hover. Okay, now I want to add some few text, some few colors to it. So I want the blue transparent, dark blue transparent color, because I'll be using it. Okay, so you can set link color and all those things. Okay, now with the link color, I'm going to leave it just like that. I will design it as I feel like as I'm going. So basically we are through with our site settings. So let's click on the close button over there, and then let's move to design our main thing. So we are designing the front side. Okay, so where is the front side? Yeah, this is let me go to the front side, because we are designing the front page of the website. Okay guys, so this is the front page of the website. Okay, so this is what we are going to design first. Now first, what we are going to do is we're going to set a picture as a background, and then we pick two column section over here, and then we design this one. We design our the heading, and then some few text under it, and then some buttons. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So let's go over here and then pick a two column section like this. Okay, and then let's edit the column or the section. Let's go to minimum height. Let's give it a minimum height. Okay, let's give it a minimum height of 600. Okay, and then let's come to the style, and then background type. We're going to select the classic, and then give it a photo. Now we're going to choose the photo that it was used in it. So this is the photo that it was used. That is what we are going to use. We're going to use this one. So this is the photo. Now the position, we want it to be center, and then the let's look at how the attachment look like. Okay, so it is fixed. So we're gonna check the attachment to be to be fixed, so that we can when we scroll, it will stick over there. And then the repeat, there is no repeat, because when we look at this one, it is no repeat. Okay, and then we also want the size to be cover. That is it. So as you can see over here, yeah, it is falling in place. But as you can see, there is an overlay, or color overlay on it. So this one is a little bit dim. Okay, so what we are going to do is we want to add a background overlay to it. We click on the class. Now this time we are not going to add a photo or an image. We are going to add a color. Okay, so we're still going to add a black overlay to it. Okay, yeah, we're going to add black overlay to it. So as you can see, it has dim. Now let's make it a little bit like 0.6. Yeah, 0.6 is okay. Okay, now let's start designing this one. So this one says download fresh and trending music. Now if you see over here, this type of font is not the Montserrat that we selected. Okay, now I have really forgotten the font that I selected, because I didn't take note of it. But then to check it, I can just right click over here, and then click on inspect, and then look at the font that is being used over there. Okay, now the reason why it is messy over here is because the website is not how do you call it, mobile friendly. I haven't designed the mobile side of it. I just did the normal website, but as we are going along, I will design the mobile side of it. So guys, the font family is EB Garamond here. Very good. So we go over here, and then we click over here, the grip icon over here, and then we pick this one. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to copy the text from here. Let me close this one. Copy the text from here. Okay, bring it here and then paste it over here. Okay, now we will change the color and everything. So we'll go to style. The color we are going to change it to white. Okay, because that is not the color that we want. Okay, so we can just click over here to pick our secondary color, which is the white one. Okay, and then the typography, we choose EB Garamond. So this one picks the Montserrat, so we choose EB Garamond. Yeah, this one. Okay, now we can increase the size the way we want it. Okay, so we can, you know, just increase the size a little bit. Now we can also check everything from here. If I right click on it and inspect, click on inspect, it will give me the font size and everything. Yeah, so as you can see, the font size is 70 pixels. Okay, and the font weight is 800, and then the font line height is what, 72. Okay, so it is just as simple as that. So the font size is what, let me check again, 70 pixels, 672. So 70 over here, and then this one is what, 600. Okay, yeah, and then the line height is what, 72. Yeah, so that is it. Now let's look at this one also. Let me choose this picker and click over here. So this one also, we can see it. So the font size is what, 120 Montserrat. Okay, yeah, so we can see everything over here. Now I'm going to use here, and then I'll choose everything. So as you can see, it is what, 120 Montserrat. Okay, so that is it. And then yeah, so that is it. So we can go over here and then also add another heading to it. So just click on this one and then drag another heading over here, and then this time around we also go to the style, click on the primary color and check this one. Okay, now this one we are going to just use the Montserrat, but this one is what, let me check the size again. This one is 120. Okay, so I'll come over here and just type in 120. Now as you know, what we supposed to write is what, Africa. Just Africa. Okay, now it is what, 120. Yeah, let me click on it and see, but the weight is 900. Okay, and it is in uppercase. The line height is also 72, so the weight is what, 900. Okay, so as you can see, the weight is not 700, but it is what, 900. Yeah, so guys, that is it. And then the next one is what, this one. Okay, this one. So with this one we can also still check it and see this one also. Let me see this one also. Let me check. Yeah, okay, so this one also is what, the font is 25 poppins. Okay, font is 25 poppins. Yeah, so we copy it, we come over here. Now we are not going to use the heading, but we're going to use text. Okay, so we click over here and then we type in our text, and then it is what, 21 poppins, right? So as it's already poppins already, and then it is what, 21. Oh, sorry, 21. Okay, so 21 poppins. Yeah, so let me check. Yeah, 21 poppins. So guys, that is it. Yeah, so as you can see, 21 poppings over here. So we can bring this one a little bit over here. Yeah, and then when we, let me increase this one. Yeah, okay, so this one is okay, but there is a little bit space. You see this one, there is no space, so there is a little bit space over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce, or we can decide to reduce the margin, down over here, but we were going to what, just reduce this margin here, just like this. The same thing too, we're going to do it to this side of it. So we click on advanced, and then we reduce the top margin by 20 pixels. Okay, so I think this one is okay. Yeah, this one is okay. And then I want this one to come here a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I will still give it a margin, left margin, or let me give it a right margin of, let's say, 50. Okay, yeah, so this one is quite okay. Everything is taking shape. So what the next one we're going to do is to create the buttons over here. So we have the playlist, and then we have the music button. So this one goes to the music shop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we go over here, and then we drag button over there. So we drag the first button to here. So this is the first button. Okay, this is the first button. Yeah, we drag the first button, and then what we will do is we click over here. So what is written on the button is what? Music shop, right? Yeah, so we're gonna write music shop. Okay, so this one, now let's look at how the button looks like. When you hover on it, what happens? You get what, how do you call it, you get a border around it. Okay, so we're going to do it the same thing. So we will move away from, let me see, this one is in small letters. Okay, so let's get it in small letters, music shop. Okay, very good. Now we want a border around it, but we want there is a border around it already, but the border is what, is the same thing. So we go to shop over here, and then with the hover, okay, we want border solid. Okay, and then we want it to be 1, and then we want the color to be white. Okay, yeah, so that when somebody hover on it, the person will get, but I think the 1 is even small, so we want it to be 2. Yeah, okay, so that is what is supposed to happen. But let me check and see. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna give this one over here. This is here, border, background type. Okay, so the text color should be white. Let me let me pick it this way. And the background type should be the primary color, and then we want a border also, so we want the border to be solid. Okay, but we're going to remove this color, and then we bring this one border color over here to be white. Okay, so that when somebody hover on it, it will come like this. Okay, we don't want to use this border over here. We want this one just like this one. Okay, so yeah, that is what we want. So as you can see, this border should be our primary our primary color. Okay, yeah, so when you hover on it, you still get that, you know, just like this one over here. Okay, yeah, but as you can see, I think this our button over here is a little bit small, so I want to increase the size of the text. Yeah, I think 28 is okay. Yeah, okay. So guys, the the website is coming to shape now. What we want to do is what, to have two buttons over here, not one. Okay, so how do we achieve this? And what we have to achieve is what, to go to advanced over here, and then come to position. Okay, now when we click on position, and then the default position, we want it to be absolute. Oh, I'm coming. Oh yeah, the width should be what, inline. Sorry, the width should be inline. Now when it is inline, it is just like this. Now we can duplicate this one because it's going to be inline. Okay, so yeah, you can see over here, when we duplicate it, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be inline. It means that it's going to be on the same line. Okay, so we can duplicate this one. Now when we duplicate this one, then we can style this one also to make it just like this one. So how do we style it? It is very simple. All what we're going to do is just go to style, and then this one we're going to give it a transparent color. So as you can see, this one is a transparent, just like this one. Okay, but this one is written with playlist. So this one transparent color, and then the text color should be our primary color. The text color should be our primary color. Okay, and then the what is written inside should be what, playlist. This one. Okay, and then we can give, you know, a little bit margin of padding. So let me give it left of 20. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, everything is what coming into shape. Now I want to do the same thing to the hover also. So we click on hover, and then the text color, we want it to be white, but we want the background to be what, transparent. Okay, we want the background to be transparent. So as you can see, everything is falling in shape. Okay, now later on we're going to link it with the links in it. We don't have the link right now, so I'm going to leave it right now. Now this one will link to the shop. Okay, this one will link to the shops, this one will link to the shop, this one will link to the playlist site, but later on we will link them all together. Okay, so that is how the first session of the home page is done. The front page is done. Now let's go to the next session over here. Okay, this one is what, this one is the next session. Okay, yeah, so let's quickly go to the next session. Now before we go to the next session, let's create this hamburger, you know, button over here, the menu over there. So to create that one, I'm going to create that one from here. Now before we do that, let's update it and then go back to the back end of the website. Okay, let's go to the back end of our website and fix some issues first before we come to continue. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the unlimited element over here, and then we go to widget. Okay, now we're going to search for menu. Now let's click over here. Yeah, so we want this full screen menu. Okay, as you can see over here, full screen menu, and then we click on what, install. Yeah, that is what we need, the full screen menu, and then we click on install. So then we can go back to our website, refresh the website. Okay guys, so as we refresh the website, we can create the menu over here. So we click on this one, and then we can search for the unlimited element menu. So let's click on menu and see. So you can see over here, full screen menu. So we can drag it to this place, and that is it. Now because we haven't created our menu, it is not showing any menu over here. So let's go back to the website and then create some few menus so that it will represent the main menu of the website. So let's hover on appearance and then click on menus. Now let's create our menu. Okay, so let's create our menu. So we call this one the main menu. Okay, or we can say the full screen menu. Full screen menu. Now if you go to the main demo, we can check what is on it. So we have the home, the music store, about us, services, and then contact us. Okay, now when you go over here, that is the same thing over here. Okay, that is the same thing over here. So the home, about us, services, and contact us, and that is what we are going to create over here. So the home, music store, about us, services, and contact us. Okay, so let's check it at the menu side. So we go over here and then we click on create. Okay, yeah, and then we select the home, about us, services, contact us. Okay, and then we also select the music shop, the shop over here. Okay, so we click this one to add to menu. So this is it. Now we want to arrange them well. So we have this one. We have the about us. We have the music shop by about us, services, and contact. Okay, so I'm going to change this one to music shop. Okay, and then this one is what, about us, this one is services, and then contact. Okay, so as simple as that. And then we click on what, save. Now guys, as we are here, let's create all the menus that we want to create. Now we want to also create another second menu. Let's click on create menu over here, and then let's call this one the main menu. Okay, so this one will be the main menu. That is the one which is going to be over here. So the home, about us, services, and contact. Okay, so that is what we are going to create. So we call this one the main menu, and then we click on create. Now I don't want to assign it to any any particular location, this display location. So I'm just going to leave it just like that, and I'm going to click on home, about us, services, and contact. Okay, and then click on add to menu, and then I'll go to home, about us, services, and contact. Okay, just like this one, and then I'll click on what, save. Yeah, very good. Now the next one that we want to create is this kind of menu. So music store, okay, the genre, and then the artist, and then playlist. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create another also menu, and then we call this one right menu because it's on the right side. Okay, and then we click on create, and then we'll add all the items to it. Okay, so this one is a music store, the genre, the artist, and then playlist. Okay, so let's go to here we have the music store. This is the shop. Okay, so that's the music store. We add it to it. The general is basically the categories. Okay, so since we don't have any category, we haven't created any category, okay, we're going to leave it just like that, and then we'll come back to it. We can use links over here to make sure that we get it done. Okay, so we can use some few links and then custom links. Okay, and then the other one too is artists and then playlist. Okay, so we come here, artists, oh, this one is an artist, and then we also have playlist. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah, very good. So then we click on save. Okay, to save it. So guys, we are almost done with our menu side. Now let's go back to our designing of the front page, and let's refresh it so that the changes that we did will appear. So let's click on update, and then we'll refresh it so that the changes that we did should appear. The menu that we created can be able to appear, and then we can select it. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is our full screen menu that we created, but we don't want it to be down, we want it to be up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on this one, the navigator down here. Okay, down here, over here. Now let me put it in the full screen mode so that you see what I'm talking about. We're going to pick this navigator down here and then click on it. It will show over here. Now we bring this session up. Okay, we want the session to be up. Yeah, so it's supposed to be here for us. Okay, so that is what we want. So guys, as you can see, yeah, that is it. Now let's click on it to edit it. Okay, so we choose, so already it has picked the full screen menu for us. Okay, so if you click on it, you're supposed to have something like what? Something like this one. Okay, over here. Now this is how we want it. When we click on it, we want it to be something like this, like we have a background image. Okay, so that it can be able to display all these things on it. But this one doesn't have any background image, and the position where it is positioned is what is on the left side rather than on the right side. Okay, so we don't want it like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on it like this. Okay, and then first let's style it first. Let's change the colors, some few colors and other stuff. Okay, so the alignment, let's put it on right. It is on right now. Okay, and then the style, let's go to style over here, and then instead of blue, we're going to use our global color, the red one. Okay, this one. Okay, so let's look at this one just like that. Okay, yeah, that is what we want. And then let's look through and see what we can do. So the menu background over here, okay, we can choose a background for it. So what is the menu background that was used? I think that picture is not here, but we can use any other picture we want to represent it. Okay, so let's say we choose this picture. Let's say we choose this picture for the menu background. Let's click and see how it's here. So basically this is the picture. Now this is how it looks like. Okay, it's somehow not nice, so let's change the position to be center. and then the repeat to be no repeat, and then the default to be what, cover. Okay, yeah, so that it will cover everywhere. Okay, yeah, so that is how we want it to be. Okay, yeah, so basically everything is on course. Now let's look at how this one moves from what, from right to left. Okay, and that is how we want it. But before we can do all those things, let's basically go to advanced. Okay, and then the position, let's also do it what, inline. Okay, yeah, and when you do it inline, we want the, this one, the position itself, want it to be absolute. Okay, yeah, now when it is absolute, we can drag it to anywhere we want it to be, just like this one. Okay, now even though it is absolute, okay, we want it to be at the right side. Yeah, so this one, but I think the absolute is not really working, so I'm going to change from absolute to fixed. Okay, yeah, so that it will be somewhere, so that it will be fixed. Okay, when we scroll, let's try to add some few sessions to it and see how it will behave when we scroll. Okay, so that when we scroll, it will, you see over there, it is what, it is fixed. Okay, yeah, so that is what I'm talking about. We want it to be fixed over there, so that it wouldn't move, so that when we scroll, it will still be there. Okay, so that is it. So guys, as you can see, everything is what, on course. Yeah, so we want it to be inline, but we still want the border to be inline and then fixed. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, so everything is what, going according to plan. But what we want it to do is, we want it to be, it is near the the side of the screen. We don't want it that way. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to change a little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit padding. Okay, so I'm going to give it a right padding of 20, something like this. Now let me look at how this one looks like. Okay, so let's say 30. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I think this one is quite okay. Okay, yeah, so this one is quite okay, so that it's gonna be fixed over there, just like this one. Okay, so guys, everything is what is on course over here. Now let's take a look at how the the other settings that we're going to do will behave. Okay, so with the hamburger, you can decide to make it big or small, anyhow you want it. It depends on you. Okay, you can do that. And then the menus item too, you can what, decide to increase the height or decrease the height, however you want it. Okay, now menu item alignment, if you want it to be centered, it is there. Okay, and then if you want to add social icons to it, you can what, you can decide to add it to it. Okay, now let's look at some other settings here. So yeah, the transition, we want it to be slide from right instead of zoom in. Okay, so just like this one, we want it to slide from this place. Okay, yeah, so this is how we want it. When we click on it, we want it this way. just like that. So I think everything is on course. We are almost done with the top session. Now let's move ahead and go straight to the second session over here, the music by genre, and then list all these 6 category of music over there, and that is what we are going to do in the next session. Okay guys, so I feel like I still don't like um the background image of this one, so I still feel like we should change it. So I want to change it, so I'm going to go to the menu background because I don't like this background, and then I'm going to pick the original one over here, and then I'll put it there. Yeah, so we have the original one, then I'll click on update, right? So now when we click on this one, yeah, we have the original one, which I think this one looks very sleek and nice than the other one. Yeah, so it looks perfectly like the one that we have. Now the next step is to also create this session over here. So to create the session, all what we need to do is to click on add new structures, and then we select the structure that we want. Now as you can see over here, it's 1 2 3. Okay, so we're gonna click on these 3 structures over here. Okay, and then it's also having a background. Okay, background over there. Now before we do that, now first what I want to do is I want to cut it and then pick a single column structure over here. Okay, and then I'm going to use this one, inner section. Okay, now the reason why I'm doing this because I want to put a text before these 2 columns come, just like this one over here. So we have the music by genre. So I go over here and then I click on this one, and then I drag a text heading, put it here, and then I paste this one, put it in the middle, like position it in the middle, and then go to style, change the style. Okay, and then increase the font a little bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is increase the font a little bit, go over here to the same way, pick this one. Okay, and then so instead of heading, we're gonna pick a text widget or text element, and we put it over here, and then also put this one over here. Now what we're going to style it, so don't worry about it, how it looks like. So basically we go to style. Okay, put it in the middle, choose the size that we want. So maybe we want size 14. Okay, and then size 14 is so size 16 here, so 16 is okay. And then we are going to go to advanced over here, and then we're going to give some margin or some padding to it. Okay, anyhow that suits it. So what we're going to do is we give it a left and right padding. So I'm going to give this one 150 here, and also 150 there. It's still not good, so I'll still give it like a 250, and then also a 250 here. Yeah, something like this. Okay, just to make sure that it fits. Alright, so 270, and then 270, or maybe 280 or 300, and this one also 300. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I think this one is quite okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give there's a space over here, okay, there's a space down here, so I'm going to give top and down padding, or still top and down padding. So let's say here is 50. Okay, so I'm not going to give it a padding, I'm going to give it a margin rather, because if I give it a padding, it's going to pick, so 50 and then 50 here, or let me say 70, and then bottom also 70. Now make sure that the spaces that you give, okay, or the pattern that you give, is unique throughout. It is, it is good throughout, so that it will make your design very professional. Okay, so guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add image to the background. So as you can see over here, there is an image at the background. Okay, there is an image at the background. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add an image to the background. Okay, so we click over here and then session, and then we go to style, and then we go to the background image. We go to the background image and click on to select the image that we want. So we're gonna pick this image because that is what was used. Okay, yeah, and then we want it to be center. We want it to be no repeat, and we want it to be cover. Okay, and then so basically this one, and then we give it an overlay, background overlay. Okay, so we give it a background overlay like 0.6. Yeah, or let's increase it small. Yeah, this one is okay. Okay, now the next thing that we are supposed to do is, let's check it and see. Okay, so the background overlay over here is what is a gradient overlay. So as you can see, the top is dark, and then the down is the what is the color, the how do you call it, the primary color of the website. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the gradient rather, okay, and then make it something like this. Yeah, something like this will be okay. So we're going to pick a gradient overlay, and then we decrease the opacity a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I think it's really okay. Now what we have to do is what, to divide this one into, we're going to get 3 sections. So we duplicate the section to get what, 3 different sections over here, and then we're going to search for icon box, because as we can see over here, or we're going to search image box. As you can see over here, it is what, an image box. Okay, so what we're going to do is what, box. Let's search for box. Yeah, I think it's this one. It is this one. I'm sure it is this one, but it is an image. Okay, basically this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the image. So the first image that we selected was the microphone image. Okay, so where is the microphone? This one. This is the first image. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it an equal height, and then with this one, it is what, it is called Afrobeat. Okay, so we're gonna write Afrobeat over there. Yeah, okay guys, so to design this whole thing, we need to take time and then do it do it step by step. Now after we've done it, we can be able to duplicate this one, and then all what we have to do is just insert whatever that we change the picture and then the text. That is all. So first let's go to first, let's go to style. Okay, now first things first, let's quickly change the background, okay, to the background that we want. So this is what the icon box container background. So this one, let's click over here, color. Okay, and then for the color, we want it to be our our global color, this one. Okay, the dark transparent, so we want this one over here. And then the next one is we are going to just delete all this padding from here, because we don't want any padding. We don't want no padding, we want no padding. Okay, what we want is no padding. Okay, yeah, very good, that is it. Now the next one is let's go to the content. Okay, and then change the color of the title to white. Yeah, and then the hover also, let's look at how this hover is. The hover is the primary color. Okay, so we're going to change it to our primary color over here, so that when we hover on it, it's going to give us the color that we want. Okay, now let's go to the icon itself. Okay, now for the icon, we will have to change the height and then the width. Okay, so for the width, I'm going to give it 340. Okay, so that it will fit through all. Okay, so as you can see, everything is working. And then this one, we can either increase or decrease the height. If you want it this way, it is okay. Okay, now let's look at how it looks like. Yeah, I think it is okay over here. Let me check this one. Yeah, I think it's okay, but I feel like this is not the picture that we need. Okay, so let me check and see if I can get the raw picture over there. If I was able to upload. No, I don't have the raw picture over here. Okay, but it's okay, we can use this one as it is. And then what again, now we need to have the badge. Okay, so if you look at this one, it have the exclusive badge. Okay, so we can also activate that badge by scrolling down and then go to badge, and then we will just do it, we just activate it. Okay, yeah, so it looks this way. Okay, now when we go to the settings, we can also adjust the badge settings how we want it. Yeah, so if you don't want any padding from top, we can just delete that padding over there. Okay, yeah, but we want the top padding to be there. And then the text, the text is too small, nobody can really see it, so you can just change the size and the font family. Okay, increase the size a little bit. Okay, just like, yeah, so if you want it this way, I think 22 is too big, so let's say 16, right? Yeah, so that it will be written as exclusive, right? Okay, and then you can check the background color. Okay, so with the background color, whatever color that you want, you just pick it, but we gonna use our primary color, which is this one. Okay, so we're gonna use this one as the background color, so we have exclusive over there. Okay, so everything is really falling in place as we wanted it. Now the next one that we have to do is do the next one and then duplicate it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this one, paste it over here, just copy and paste, and copy and paste this one also. Now then I'll click on this one and then change the the pictures. Okay, so this is that. Just change the pictures. So this one, okay, and then we have what, hip life, hip hop. Okay, so this one is what, hip life. Okay, and then we can also change this one also. Okay, to what, we can also change this one to what, hip hop. Hip hop. Okay, so basically it is what, it is falling in place. Okay, everything is falling in place. Now after we've done, we just have to what, duplicate this one. So right click here and then click on duplicate. It will just give us a duplicate of what we have done. Okay, and then as we did the first one, we just change the pictures in it. So update. Okay, so you can change this one's the name written on it over there, and then you get a very colorful website ongoing. Okay, so we are done with the second session. Now let's move ahead and look at the next one, which is the music by what, by artist. Okay, now this one have what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 5 5. Okay, so as we did this one, it's very simple. We can decide to what, just duplicate this one. Okay, just duplicate this side. Okay, to get this one, but you should be able to what, edit it. Okay, because this one says what, music by artist. Okay, so when you copy it and then you change the music by what, artist, and then this one also, we copy the description over here, and then we come over here, and then what we have to do is what, just paste in what we copied. Okay, now this one, as you can see over here, does not have what, it doesn't have any how do you call it, badges or whatever it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete, let me delete the top one. Okay, and then I'm gonna delete all of them. I'm gonna delete all of them, like this one. So I'm gonna delete this one, so I'm gonna delete. Okay guys, so in this session we have to divide the session into what, into 5 different columns. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. If you don't know how to divide sessions into columns, just right click over here, and then you can click on what, duplicate it. So when you duplicate it, automatically it gives you another column from the first column. You have duplicated the first column. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one, so that I have 5 1 2 3 4 5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like we did for the first one over here. Okay, now with this one, the same icon box. Okay, so I'm going to search for box from here, and I'm going to pick the same thing that we picked for the first one, and then this one, and then I'm going to delete the text in it, and then I'm going to use this. The first one is what, whisk it. Okay, so this is whisk it, and then I want it to be equal height. Okay, because I want all the height to be the same, and then the icon type, I want an image. Okay, and then I will select the image. I'll choose the image from here. I'll look for WizKid, and then I'll just put him in. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add style the icon box. Okay, so I'll go to style over here. I'll click on style. Yeah, and then I will change the background. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the dark blue transparent background, and then the next one I'm going to do is I don't want any padding. Okay, so I'm going to delete the padding and click write 0. So I'm going to have something like this. Okay, so now I feel like I'm really okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give a border radius of 1, and then I'm going to give it any color that I want. Okay, so let's say I'll still give it this transparent color, but what I'm gonna do is I want it to be all transparent. Okay, I just don't want any color. I just want a small border radius to be on it. Okay, border type to be on it, that is all. And then this text is not really visible, so I'm going to change. I go to content over here, and then with the content I choose the color that I want. So I want the secondary color white, which is this one, and then with the hover I also want the primary color, so that when I hover on it I'm gonna get this one. So basically we are done with the first column. Okay, now what we're gonna do is just duplicate this column. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we just duplicate the columns 5 times or 4 times, so that we are not going to create different thing again. So we're just going to duplicate it 4 times. So this is the third one, and this is the 5th one. Okay, very good. So we have this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete the ones that we don't have nothing on it. So I'll just click on delete and delete all of them. Okay, so guys, we have this one. Okay, so if you want to change it, it's very simple. All what we have to do is we'll just click on this one over here, and then just pick the person you want to replace. So Banner Boy, I just want to it, and then change the name over here to be Banner Boy, just like that. So the next step, the next one, what you have to do is what, just duplicate the session, the inner session. Okay, then you're going to get 4 different 2 different sets over there. So basically that is it. We are also done with this one. Okay, yeah, but what we have to do is the inner the background, this background, what we're going to do is we want to change it so that it's gonna be almost the same as this one. Okay, yeah, so that is what we're gonna do. So we want to change the background, so we go to style and then change the background over here, and then we pick this one. Yes, very good. And then instead of the attachment, instead of default, we say fixed. Okay, so we want it to be what, fixed. Yeah, so that will be something like this. So we are almost ready to go. Yeah, everything is what, working perfectly here and there. Yeah, very good. So we are almost ready. Our website, the front page is almost ready, and then the next one is just a small simple footer. Okay, just a small simple footer over here. Let's look at how the footer looks like. Yeah, just a small simple footer with what, copyright written on it over here. Okay, So we are going to go here, and then just use one session column over here, and then we bring a text on it. So we pull a heading text on it, and let me copy this one, and then I'll come here and paste it, this one, just like that. So then I'll put it in the middle, okay, and then I'll go to style, change the text color to somehow this one here, and then the typography to be Poppins, or Poppins here, to be Poppins, and then the weight should be 300, and then the size should be, I think 16 will be okay. 16. And then I will click on these columns, these sessions, the 6 or the 9, the 9 icon over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to advanced, okay, and then I'll give it some padding, top and down padding, top and bottom padding of, let's say, 20, and then 20, okay, so that it's gonna be something like this. So that will be our footer. Okay, so just as simple as it. So guys, as you can see over here, we are done with with the front side of the website. Okay, so that is how the front side of the website is designed. Now we are going to design the home page itself. Okay, so if you go over here and you click on this one, it's supposed to be it's supposed to bring you to this place. Okay, so this is what we are going to design. Okay, and the next step here, so that is what we're going to design for our next step. So don't go anywhere, stick, and let's go to the next side. Alright guys, so before we move on to design the next page, that is the next the raw home page for the website, what we have to do is we have to convert this website into a mobile responsive one. Okay, so everything that we did, we have to convert it to make sure that it is mobile responsive. Now if we click on the responsive mode over here, and then we go to tablet, you realize that everything is messy, right? It is not responsive. Now let's go to mobile 2 and see. You realize that not good for mobile. Okay, look at how it's behaving. So we have to make sure that everything is mobile responsive. Now let's start from the main desktop view. Okay, let's go to the desktop view. Now we want to bring this one a little bit down. Okay, so I want to bring this hamburger menu a little bit down. So I'm going to give a top padding of, let's say, also 30 here, so that when we are viewing it, it wouldn't be stuck up there. Okay, so that is what we want to do. And then after that, then we look at the tablet view. Now let's go to the tablet view. Okay, so with the tablet view, we want to first reduce the sizes of the everything that we did. Okay, so let's go to the main session itself, and then with this minimum height, I think it's a little bit too big, so we want to reduce it to, let's say, 400. So let's say 400 here, 400, and then we reduce the words over here. Okay, so we go to the text over there, we go over there, and then we change the text size. Okay, so we want it to be something like this. Yeah, and then also reduce the line height. This one is spacing, sorry. Let's go to the line height, reduce it a little bit. Okay, yeah, so 1.3, 1.2 will be okay. So let's say 1.2 here, and then the same thing applies to this one also. Reduce it. Let's reduce it to something like this. Yeah, I think this is okay. And then we're gonna reduce the text also a little bit. Okay, so instead of 21, I'm gonna make it 18. Yeah, or even 16. Yeah, so 16 is okay. And then we're gonna give a top and down, margin. And then even with this button text, I want to reduce it a little bit because the text is too big for a tablet view. Okay, so with the text, I'm gonna make it 20. Yeah, the same thing applies to this one. Let's reduce the typography to 20. Okay, and then we give top and down margin for this session. Okay, so that it wouldn't be stuck up there, and then we don't want it to touch the bottom. So let's say top and down margin of 40. Okay, so not this one, not this one. Let me check padding also. Top padding of 40, yeah, and then bottom padding of 40. Yeah, very good. And I'm gonna give I'm gonna give a little bit space over here. Okay, so that it wouldn't be too much close to the side. So I'm gonna give space from their place also to the left side to 20 here. Okay, so I think everything is looking good right now. Now let's go to the down part of it. Now this text it's quite okay, but let me reduce it a little bit. So instead of 35, we're gonna make it 30. Yeah, and then with this one, we are going to take away some of the patterns. Okay, or some of the margin. Sorry. So as you can see, this one had a margin of 350, 350. Now we're gonna give it let's say 150, and then 150. Yeah, so I think this one is okay, and then this one too looks good. Now we're gonna do the same thing to here. This one, we're also gonna change the size to 30 instead of 35, and then we remove the padding from here, the margin from there, and then give it 150 right, 150 right, 150 left. Okay, just like this one. So this one also looks good. Okay, now you can decide to reduce the size of the the text, the names over there. So that one also we can just change its sizes and make it similar to, like, make it nice so that it will fit perfectly. So let's go to the content, and then let's go to title typography, and then we can change it to 16. Yeah, I think this one is okay. So 16 for all, and then we can just copy it and then paste style. We paste style, we'll change paste style for this one also. We paste style for this one also. We paste style for this one also. Yeah, so guys, you can change the names. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so that is it. Now, so we are done with the responsive mode for the tablet. Now let's go to the phone, normal phone size. Okay, for the mobile phone. Okay, so with this one, as you can see over here, it's not really nice at all. Okay, so I'm still gonna go here, and then as you can see, we want to remove that padding from the left side, but then give a padding to the right side, so that this how do you call it, hamburger menu icon can be able to show without covering any text. Okay, so first let's reduce the size first. Let's reduce the size of the text. Let's go over here and give it let's say 20. Okay, so 20 is too small. Now I'm gonna give it 25. Okay, so 25 is okay. Okay, but we want to also reduce this one also. So this one also, let's drag and reduce it small to fit what we want. Yeah, this is okay. And then this one also, we can also reduce, the text size here. This is also okay. And then we come here, we also reduce the text size of the buttons. So let's go to typography over here, and then reduce the text size. So this one too seems to be a little bit okay. And then we come here, the same thing, reduce the text size of the button. Okay, let's give it also 16. Yeah, so this one also seems to be good. Okay, now we are almost done, but it seems there's more space down here, so let's check that up. So we go to advanced. Okay, and then we take away the space at the bottom. Now we give it a negative padding of 20. Okay, yeah, very good. And then we take away this space also. So we go to advanced. For the Africa, we take away the top space also, and then give it negative margin of a negative margin of 20. Yeah, or 20 is even too much. Let's say 10. Yeah, okay. Now left with this one for us to change what we have to change. So this one also, we have to reduce the size a little bit, because it's kind of like more too big for it. So let's make it like, okay, 20 is okay. Okay, so this is 20, right? And then we also go to advanced, and then give it a margin of, or let's give it, see, yeah, give it a padding of right padding of 50, or let's say 80. Yeah, 80 is okay. 80 is okay. Okay, so this is falling into shape. Now we want to still give a top how do you call it, a top padding for the section itself. So we go over here and give it a top padding of here 50 or 30. Yeah, so we give it a top padding of 30. Yeah, I feel like it's okay. So it's falling in shape now. Okay, so everything is falling in shape, guys. Everything is falling in shape now. We can see if you, yeah, everything is correct now. Everything is falling in shape. Somebody can be able to view it well in the mobile side. Now let's go to the next one. Also, we change, we remove the padding from here, and then we reduce the size of the text a little bit. So instead of this 16, we're gonna give it like 14. Yeah, and then also the same thing applies to this one. We're gonna give a different size of, instead of 30, we're gonna give it like 25 or 26. Yeah, 26 is okay. Okay, so as you can see, guys, everything is what falling in place. Yeah, okay. So the next one is this section. Okay, so this is 26 or so. Let's, so one thing we can do, we can just, you know, copy this one, okay, and then maybe we paste style. So we just paste style, yeah, over here, and then we copy the same thing, and then we also come over here, and then we paste style. Okay, now this reduce your how do you call it, your it makes your work, you know, flow faster. Okay, so it is very, very good. So basically everything is looking good on the mobile aspect too. Now as you can see, if you scroll, you realize that the menu goes under the text, the other sections. Okay, we don't want it like that. We want the menu to stay on top all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it a Z index. Okay, so let's go to the menu, its advanced section, and then with the Z index we're going to give it the highest index, let's say 999. Okay, so basically the highest index, so that it wouldn't, you know, fall under. Okay, so as you can see, it is now on top of all the text, all the sections. Okay, yeah, so that is it. So what we have to do is just to update it, and now everything is looking good on the mobile side. Okay, we can also click over here to get a full screen view of it, and then click over here to close it. So everything is perfectly done. Okay, so we are completely done with this page. Okay, let's close it and go to the exit to dashboard and go to design, start designing the other page, the other home page, and then the other pages.